You need a plan. And this is what I've always put across to everybody, whether they're in a growth organization, a startup organization, or they're going through an exit strategy. There needs to be a plan to actually run this. Now, historically, you yourself might have come up with a genius idea and it may be part of your business model, and you've just launched that business venture and just tell you, well, let's just bolt it on. It's another thing that we can do, and that's all good. Great if it's a trusted product, something that you understand well, and you understand that there's a marketplace for it, i.e., your existing markets. You can do that. But for some people, that's not so straightforward. It could be that it isn't a new product for an existing market, it's a new product for a new market. So there's a bit of investigative work that needs to be done there. And there's also, if there's investment into the business, then there needs to be justification if you're part of a stakeholder group where various people have a view on what direction you should be going in. So convention says write a business plan. So today I'm going to squash that one and say business plans are brilliant, but business plans are instantly out of date by the time you've written them. And I want to introduce you to this tool, which is a business model canvas, which is a single page business plan. Now, it's only 9 boxes, but it's 9 boxes that help you take this idea, the new product that you might be developing or a new market opportunity, and trying to develop how you're going to talk to that market and how you're going to engage them, use your magnetic pull to bring them in, convince them of the offer and get sales out of them. But it's on a single sheet of paper that allows you to pitch to other individuals. Then, if you would wish to do so, because you've got 9 boxes, they're your 9 headings for your business plan. You can put all the detail into it thereafter. But while it's in that conceptual stage and you're iteratively improving it and refining it, I'm just a massive believer in keeping it nice and simple. This is part of, the kind of all the training that I did in Lean Six Sigma on single page planning. It's like get all the core information onto a single sheet of paper, because it forces you just to pick up the most important parts of that, and then make an informed decision and also see the relationship between different sections. So the business model canvas, that tool that I showed you of 9 boxes, it can be used for any one of these different ways of thinking, slicing and dicing where you are today and the direction that you need to go in. One of the ones that I really emphasize is useful, particularly if you're bringing something new into the business, is competitive analysis. If, depending on the role that they have, if they're in a customer engagement role, in whatever way, shape, or form that is, if they're in marketing, if they're in sales, if they're in account management, then getting them to do competitive analysis using a business model canvas is a really good way of them understanding your business, but also understanding who they're up against. Okay, so I'm going to go through the 9 boxes and show you how easy it actually is to do. So here's some examples of what a completed business model canvas could look like. Now, these are all very pretty and quite whimsical in a way, but I'm showing you that for that very purpose, that a business model canvas is your tool and you visualize it the way you want. And it really comes down to how your brain operates and your preferences, and also who you imagine the audience to be. If this is just a tool that you're going to use for yourself, then doodle, use photographs or use words or use a combination of all of those things. The important thing is there needs to be something in every box, because the whole purpose behind it is a deconstruction of business strategy into 9 key areas of how to run your business. So if you've got nothing in any one of those boxes, it's an incomplete business model. So that's the overall business model canvas. You've got a certain type of customer, you've got products, and you need to be able to describe the characteristics that resonate with that customer base. This is to create long-term relationships, and you do all of that through your 5 phases of your channel strategy and get that right. And it doesn't need to be complicated. In fact, the opposite is the case. You're going to have to do some stuff now, and or other people are going to have to help you, and it may well require utilizing new resources that you're not already using, or untapping potential within existing resource bases, or finding new partnership models to be able to deliver it. It will bring new revenue streams in. There may be some new exotic accountancy practice required in the future with CBDCs and NFTs and having money tied up in fine art as investments and all that kind of good stuff. But all of them things are coming, and there will be costs going out of the business. If you get it right, you'll have a desirable business model that people want. You'll have a feasible business that you can actually run, and your accountant will love you because actually it's a viable ongoing concern. And when you're ready to exit and sell this business, you've got a good trading history, a competitive advantage over the opposition, and you've got a good, stable operational base for somebody to inherit and do even more with.